4:30 today. We're just gonna try to get a little bit down the road. What do you think? What's your official prediction for how far we're gonna make it? Miss Geography major.
Yeah. Oh, Annabelle says we're gonna do good. So I'm gonna say we will
take it right here.
Stop at about 9 o'clock.
But how far? Like 9 o'clock? So that's 4 hours, 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Let's try and get to Hope.
Hope, Arkansas.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's try and do that. You know, Eric was working from home because of, you know, hashtag COVID-19. So he was there. We had Miss Christina playing with the girls today so I could pack. And then when Eric got off work, we were ready to go. Took a few tries, but we hit the road at 5:15.
Yeah, I think I've been saying Texarkana, so I'll stick with Texarkana. I mean, I think we'll make it further, but
is there anything between the two?
There's road. They literally just Texarkana and then Hope, just right there. So you know, one of us may be right.
We'll be looking for a hotel tonight, but in a COVID world, 4th of July weekend, we'll see.
We just don't know what to expect on that front, but yeah. So we're gonna hit the road and see how far we can get.
We'll keep you updated.
Okay, so we made it to Texarkana. We made it to our hotel. We're gonna get into the room, get set up, and get some sleep. So there we were. We were leaving the house. Everything was going good. We were feeling optimistic. It was like 5:30, and it was all good. So, we were driving along, everything was going smooth, and then we got to like Greenville, and we heard a noise. It sounded like it was under the hood. Didn't love it, but didn't think much about it. And then all of a sudden, the temperature gauge starts going up, the check engine light comes on, and turns out it was a hose on the coolant system that broke. Night night, Annabelle. Night, Daddy. So we get pulled over, we get to the gas station, steam's coming all out. I wish I would have grabbed the video camera right then, but you know, that's just still not my first instinct. So we open up the hood, and it turns out, yeah, that a hose busted on the coolant system, a connection did. Naturally, my first step was to call my dad. So I call him and I get a FaceTime going and I show him what's going on, and he talks me through how to jerry-rig the system to try to limp it to get to the auto store. Tell me again, how can I help you?
Sissy came coming up when I'm going night-night, and I can't. So I meet you.
You can't show her how you go night-night?
No.
Why not?
Because she'll keep coming up and her going night-night.
She keeps coming up? So we didn't have to make it very far. I mean, we only had to make it like a mile, and then we'd be at AutoZone. And so we get in the car with more coolant in, and we start driving.
but there were a lot of stops, lights, and ultimately we didn't even make it to the auto zone before we had to pull back over because of overheating. The connection wiggled loose. Once again, steam was going on. So we pulled into a parking lot of a closed business of some sort right next to some apartments, and we reassessed the situation, decided to give Richard, Stephanie's dad, a call to try to come out from Wiley so he can swing by the autos parts store, AutoZone, and get the part we need. So there we are, calling auto parts stores with Richard on his way. We're on the side of the road, and we're calling auto parts stores trying to find a new connector. We figured if we just found that little T part, we could replace it. We figured that it broke off because it was missing a barb. And so we figured that's all we needed was to replace that one part, and we'd be back on the road, put some more coolant in. And so we start calling around, and we're finding out while we're on the phone with these auto parts stores that the part that was on the car was an aftermarket part, and the part that we needed would be a bit more. It'd be the hoses and that connector, and it would be about $60. And so we're on the phone with them, we're on the phone with my dad, I'm calling him, asking some questions, and all of a sudden this guy like walks up, and he just kind of like walks up with a purpose and just stands right at the front of the car as I'm talking to Dad. So I get off the phone with Dad. Hey, Annabelle. Hey. Hey. You ready to wake up? Here's an Ellie. Where are we? Hey, sweetie.
He just says, "Smells like antifreeze." And so I walked him through what had happened. He started asking questions about the car, about the injury to the car. He was wearing like a polo, like a service shirt with like a tire company on it. And so yeah, he just like starts jumping on the phone and on his phone and calling all these people and asking if there are parts available, and so through all that we identified that his name was Brandon. We're gonna definitely call him a good Samaritan, but he wasn't very conversational or talkative at all. But he at one point just asks, "Hey, do you mind if I jump up on the front of the car?" And so we're like, "Yeah, like no problem." So he jumps up, takes his watch off, and starts disconnecting parts. And all of a sudden, he has the entire part, the entire like $60 part that we're looking at buying. He has it out of the car, and he goes, "Okay, I'll be back," and he just drives away. He left his watch on the car, and he just like drove away
With our part.
with our part, and we were just kind of like, that was strange. It's here. Okay, so Brandon comes up, he has the part in hand, and he puts the whole thing back together in like 2 minutes. He jumps up on the hood, does his thing, and puts it all back together, fills the car back up with antifreeze or with water, and we asked how much we owed him. He tried saying nothing, but we wound up, getting a price for what the part cost him. He got it at cost for him since he was a mechanic. And so yeah, we got him some money, and then we hit the road again before Stephanie's dad was even in Greenville. Like, it was a huge time saver. Rain was moving in, so we were able to avoid all the rain, and it was awesome. At the Walmart at Hope, Arkansas. Stephanie and Mama's getting some stuff for lunch, right? And we're just playing, just having a good time in the car, waiting, and we'll be on the road soon, right?
And then stop fried pancake paper.
Then we're gonna stop for fried pancake paper.
No, a pancake table.
A picnic table. Yes, we're gonna stop at a picnic table.
But first, we're taking a picnic table here.
There's not one here. All in all, I guess the point of the story is simply that when you're on vacation and when you're traveling and when you have an older vehicle, things are going to happen. Things are just going to pop up. We're Baileys, and that's just vacation. And really, the point that we need to make for future Eric and Stephanie is just calm down and everything's gonna be okay. Like, I think I handled it really well. I was really calm, and Stephanie was just on edge the whole time. It was bad. And so things are gonna happen, and it was amazing to see that everything worked out. Thoughts? Things to add?
It did give us a really good opportunity to talk to Annabelle about how to love like Jesus.
Yeah, she kept asking why that man helped us and why is he fixing the car, and so yeah, it was a good opportunity to say, you know, hey, you help people, even in times like this where there's worry and fear of crazy people and worry and fear of disease and everything else.
And it's hot.
It's hot. Yeah, a storm's coming. He's getting off a day's work, and he still took time to come over and help us out and go out of his way. And it was actually really incredible. And I'm messing around. I was the one that wasn't handling it well. I was getting a little bit stressed and anxious. And I had Stephanie and my dad on the phone, and they were really trying to coach me into calm down. And I will say, it certainly wasn't a situation that I was in love with. When we were stopped the second time, we knew we were going to be there a while. And Annabelle and Emmeline got out, and like Annabelle was running around, and I mean, she was having a blast. She thought, I mean, it was vacation. It is vacation. So she was having a great time. So
I think that was my thought too. Like, even if things aren't going fantastic, that's okay. We're on vacation. Like, it'll be okay. We're having family time, making memories.
Memories were made. What are we doing, Annabelle?
We're going to have
We're going camping after Daddy changes to see Cypher? Something like that.
lunch. We're climbing back in the car. We're ready to go. The girls are excited because it's nap time. We're excited. Eric's gonna drive for a bit. The girls have their milk and their lollies, right?
All right, your turn.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
yeah, that was funny.
That was funny.
Anyways, we will keep you updated.
So we crossed over Illinois, saw the pretty bridge. It was big and scary and pretty, and it was a bridge. We're in Illinois, about 36 miles into it. Approximately 36 miles into it, and we're about 20 minutes outside of Marion. I believe that's what we're gonna call it a night. I think that's where we're gonna stop. Ultimately, we're leaving it a little in the air just because those two back there, if they happen to just like both fall asleep, we may push it a little bit further. But as it is, they're getting tired. It's been a day. So I think that's where we're gonna stop and have a night at a hotel again. It's about 3.5 hours from Jay and Wendy's for tomorrow's travel day. So that's what we're gonna be looking at. We're here in Marion at a hotel. We're going to call it a night. We're winding down to some SpongeBob. Literally winding down after a day full in the car. We did see JJ and Shelby and Steven earlier. They're at the same hotel. We're going to get on the road, and we've got about 3.5 hours drive tomorrow. And then we'll be where we are for a week. So looking forward to it. This is our sign off, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hi, Emmeline. You threw Hippie. You threw Hippie. Where did Hippie go? Where did Hippie go? Where's Hippie? Where is Hippie?
Right here.
Why is Hippie on the ground? Two-year-olds are opinionated.
Yeah.
Sometimes we decide, hey, we're the parents, our opinion's the best. And sometimes we just decide it's not worth the battle. Today,
Why do you have to go back on street? Why do you have to go back on street?
we're gonna wear PJs in the car for a little bit.